For the 9th game of the 2010 Clover Hill varsity football season, the Cavaliers travel to Huguenot to face off with the Falcons in a very important game for the Cavaliers. Need to pick up the win here to keep their D5 playoff hopes alive, and the Cavs will come out firing. Kicking off, Cameron McCarthy sends it down, and it's Lawrence McKeithen making the return 12 yards, but he slips up. Cavalier defense too tough for the Falcons on their first offensive possession. So Austin Bernard kicks off 35 yards, and Joe Caleb returns at 16 yards to the Falcons' 45 before he's brought down. Cavalier offense out. They have little success on the field. They'll punt it right back over to the Falcons. Falcons offense out, and they fire downfield, but it's Wes Austin making the interception for Clover Hill. He picks it up at the 50-yard line, and that'll return that Cavalier offense to the field once more. Joe Caleb, he's going to lose 9 yards on this one here as Tyshawn Ross and Isaiah Green make the stop. Cavaliers can't get anything going. They punt back to the Falcons. Falcons out on offense. Get a little bit of a drive going this time. Peter Thomas is going to carry a couple of times, and he picks up several yards on each carry, and he's stopped by Holland Fisher, Peyton Grider, and Mo Gross and others all getting in on stops on this drive. Peyton Grider with the stop right there. And that ends the first quarter of play. Falcons continue their drive into the second quarter. Thomas opening up the second quarter with an 8-yard carry down to the Cavalier 19-yard line. Clover Hill's defense, though, fires back. Fourth down play here. They go for it. The Falcons try it, but Joe Caleb makes the stop, and he says, nope. Didn't get the first down. Cavalier offense once more back out on the field. Darius Moffitt getting the carry this time around. He's going to pick up 6 yards on that carry. He'll carry again for 8 yards after that. Then it's Joe Caleb picking up a few yards, adding some more. Then Dimitri Evans comes into play. He picks up 7 yards for Clover Hill. Caleb finds Craig Sprouse. That's a 15-yard gain for Clover Hill. Then Caleb on the keeper, looks around the corner, is going to pick up 12 yards on the carry for. He's finally forced out of bounds. Then up the middle, Darius Moffitt fighting his way, trying to find some room, picks up a couple of yards on effort and pushed by that offensive line. Caleb looks for the pass, doesn't see anything developing, holds on to it, picks up a dozen yards, and then it's Caleb once more, handing off to Darius Moffitt. Moffitt fighting up the middle. A 9-yard gain down to the Falcons' 5-yard line. Caleb looks, finds Kyle Flaherty. Touchdown, Clover Hill. Flaherty getting it in the end zone. Cavs on the scoreboard. Cameron McCarthy's kick goes wide. It's 6-0 Clover Hill. Kickoff. McCarthy out. Sends it down to the Falcons. It's going to be a short return here before several Cavaliers getting in on it. Wes Austin starting to tackle there. Cavalier defense stepping right back up, making big stops. They hold the Falcons. Falcons have to punt it away. Cavalier offense back out. Again, it's Caleb to Flaherty. Then the handoff. Dimitri Evans pounding his way down to the Falcons' 47-yard line. Caleb dropping back, finds Holland Fisher. 13-yard gain here. Fisher snagging it and bringing it in. First down, Clover Hill at the Falcons' 39. Caleb dropping back, and he sees him wide open. Darius Moffitt, 39-yard touchdown, Clover Hill. Moffitt all alone out there, gets the pass from Caleb. He puts points on the board. Cameron McCarthy's kick goes through the uprights this time. Clover Hill leads 13-0. Back out on offense, the Falcons trying to get something going here, and it's a big run. Austin Bernard rushing for 20 yards before Peyton Grider finally makes a stop, and that's going to bring an end to the first half of play as Adam Tiller and Hunter Bottoms there look things over and get close and personal with the camera. Back to second half action. Kickoff, onside kick by the Falcons. It's fumbled by the Cavaliers, and the Falcons will take over. They bring their offense back to the field, trying to get something going. And here, a big stop for the Cavalier defense. Brandon Tyson, Holland Fisher, Joel Caleb, and others getting in on stops on this possession by the Falcons, but the Falcons with good field position keep trying to work their way into the end zone, and finally they will do just that. The pass to the outside. Isaiah Robinson hits Peter Thomas for 15 yards and a touchdown for the Falcons. Falcons go for the 2-point conversion, and they punch it up the middle. Malik Myers in to the end zone, and it's now 8-13. Cavaliers still holding on to a lead. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Ensuing kickoff, Falcons kick it off to the Cavaliers. Joe Caleb picks it up. He's got 83 yards to go, and he's going to get every one of them, shoving defenders out of his way as he goes along into the end zone, to the house. Touchdown, Clover Hill. Caleb taking it in for the Cavs. Celebration on the sideline. Cavalier faithful cheering in the stands. Cheerleaders on the sideline doing whatever that is they're doing, or at least one of them's doing. Back to the action on the field, though, it's Cameron McCarthy. He boots it through the uprights, and the Cavalier lead extended once again. Cavaliers kick back to the Falcons. Hey, the Falcons are going to return the favor here. It's McCarthy's kick, 47 yards to the Falcons, 13. But Lawrence McKeithen picks it up, and he takes it back 87 yards to the house. A touchdown for the Falcons. So Falcons right back in it. The two-point conversion, though, they try to get it in, but Holland Fisher puts a stop to it. So that holds the Falcons to only 6 points, and that will get a 20-14 lead for the Cavaliers, and only like 30 seconds ticked off the clock. And 2 touchdowns were scored, but hang on because it's not going to take 2 minutes for the next one to be scored. Caleb finds Darius Moffitt open on the sidelines, and it's another Clover Hill touchdown. Moffitt taking it in, 45-yard touchdown play. Cavaliers once again posting points on the board, and Cameron McCarthy's kick goes through the uprights, so Clover Hill leads 27-14 with time starting to wind down in the third quarter. McCarthy kicking it back to the Falcons, and it's a short return, only 6 yards before Nick Solferino comes in and makes the stop on the return. Falcons are going to come out now, try to get some offense going on the field, but the Cavalier defense playing tough once again. Derek Wells, Wes Austin, Peyton Grider, and others all coming in for big plays. Wells there on the force out of bounds. Defense forcing the fourth down, but it's a big stop. Mo Gross on a 4th down and 1. Mo Gross making the stop on Malik Myers, and the Cavalier defense holds on and gets the offense back out on the field. That'll pretty much wrap up the third quarter of play. Cavaliers leading 27-14, but Caleb isn't done. Opening play of the fourth quarter, he finds Wes Austin 46 yards downfield. Touchdown, Clover Hill. Everyone getting into the celebration on the sidelines. Cavaliers, Cameron McCarthy up through the uprights and good. Clover Hill leading 34-14 in the early part of the fourth quarter. Kickoff back to the Falcons. It's another short return there as several Cavaliers getting in on the stop. Holland Fisher leading the way. And it's Mo Gross, Peyton Grider, and others coming in on stops on this drive for the Falcons, and that puts an end to that. Coach O'Hare on the sidelines telling Cameron McCarthy how lonely it is to be a special teams player. And out on the field, Joel Caleb fighting his way downfield. Darius Moffitt had a couple of carries. Then the handoff to Moffitt goes awry, and the Cavaliers turn over on the fumble. But it'll be the Cavalier defense once again holding tough, and the Falcons are forced to punt it away. Derek Wells on the return here. He shucks and spins and does all kinds of things, only gains 10 yards. But the Cavalier offense back out. But once again, it's a turnover. This time it's Dimitri Evans on the carry. He fumbles the ball away. Falcons recover. They're going to look downfield and start getting some movement going. But that's okay because the Cavalier defense is going to come fighting right back. The fumble forced here. Number 28, Jamarcus Dobson getting his arm up. The ball recovered by the Cavaliers. Clover Hill offense out there, and they're just going to start working away at the clock now. A couple of carries, and then the pass here to Nick Solferino. Solferino trying to work his way down the field, hold on to it, not giving up easily there. Vance Tyler going to get a couple of carries for Clover Hill, unable to pick up anything. Then it goes out to James Evans, and Evans also stopped with no gain. The Cavaliers punted away. Final play of the game. McCarthy's punt rolls downfield. It's picked up by the Falcons, and it's Scott Charleston returning it 25 yards to the Falcons' 44 before he's forced out of bounds, but flags were flying everywhere. Clover Hill gets a big win. 34-14 over the Falcons of Huguenot. They head to the final game of the season. That's the final game of the regular season. With a 7-2 record, looking to beat Henrico and head to the D5 playoffs, and their outlook is good. Let's wrap this up with the Clover Hill High School Marching Band showing their support at Cavalier football game.